Welcome to Dinar and Dong Updates, insights into Iraq's monetary landscape. Greetings, and welcome back to the Dinar and Dong Updates channel, your trusted source for the latest developments on the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. I hope this message finds you all in good health and high spirits. May prosperity and happiness continue to enrich your lives. Today, we're diving into a comprehensive analysis of recent discussions and opinions shared by well-known intel providers and news analysts within the global currency community. These updates bring valuable perspectives on Iraq's economic strategy, monetary reform, and what many believe could be an imminent revaluation of the dinar. Frank 26 expresses urgency. Release the Kraken. Intel commentator Frank 26 recently conveyed growing dissatisfaction with Iraq's prolonged delay in revealing a new exchange rate. Although government and central bank officials have continually hinted at a shift, concrete action has yet to be taken. Frank 26 likened the situation to a pressure cooker, stressing the need for leadership to release the Kraken, a metaphor meant to symbolize the urgent unleashing of long-prepared monetary reforms. He argued that the consistent postponements are not only testing the patience of investors, but also risk dampening public trust in the government's economic agenda. Frank urged decision-makers to transition from rhetoric to results, noting that the financial and legislative groundwork appears to have already been completed. Walking stick, final authority. Lies with Alak newshound and trusted intel figure, Walking Stick provided a critical reminder regarding the chain of command involved in Iraq's monetary reform process. According to him, Central Bank of Iraq CBI Governor Ali Mohsen Alak retains complete operational authority to implement changes related to currency policy. However, he cannot act independently until he receives the official go-ahead from higher government bodies. This insight clarifies a fundamental truth. While many signs point to preparations being in place, the real decision-making power remains above Alak's level. Until those orders come down, the exchange rate will stay as it is. Walking Stick emphasized that this arrangement protects the reform from premature or politically unstable actions. Samson. Non-oil revenue growth shows economic strength. Newshound analyst Samson shared a key update that underscores Iraq's strategic shift towards economic diversification. A recent government report revealed a notable increase in non-oil revenues, reflecting a broader push by the administration of Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani to reduce dependency on oil exports. This change not only strengthens Iraq's financial foundations, but also supports arguments in favor of an exchange rate adjustment. Greater economic diversification is a critical component of long-term stability, especially in a nation historically reliant on volatile oil markets. Samson suggested that this trend may help create the conditions necessary for implementing the new rate more sustainably. Intel guru Neil debunks the global currency reset, GCR, theories standing in firm opposition to popular internet narratives. Intel provider Neil took a strong stance against theories suggesting a global currency reset, GCR, or the rollout of a quantum financial system, QFS. He made it clear that no such systems are active, nor are there credible plans for them to be adopted in the near future. Neil urged his audience to refrain from spending money on speculative ventures or insider information that often promotes unrealistic expectations. He acknowledged that some aspects of financial technology, such as Ripple, XRP, are evolving in ways that could influence international transactions, but emphasized that these developments fall far short of the revolutionary claims made in online forums. Militiaman. Regional impact and international coordination. Another veteran analyst, Militiaman, highlighted the broader geopolitical implications of Iraq's potential exchange rate adjustment. According to him, any such move would have a ripple effect across the region, impacting neighboring countries' financial systems and currency markets. Consequently, These nations must be informed and prepared ahead of any official announcement. This points to ongoing coordination efforts behind closed doors. Militiaman inferred that international discussions and logistical planning are likely in progress, ensuring regional stability once the rate is adjusted. He also reminded listeners that meaningful change will require patience, even as signals continue to build. Fulu. Iraq's economy can sustain progress without immediate revaluation. Economist and newshound Fulu offered a more measured perspective, arguing that Iraq is not currently in a financial crisis and does not necessarily need a revalued dinar to maintain economic growth. He cited Iraq's federal budget, which is based on a conservative oil price of $40 per barrel, while the market is currently averaging around $65 per barrel. While this difference does impact the speed of development, particularly for secondary infrastructure projects, primary initiatives are progressing steadily. According to Fulu, Iraq's current monetary structure is adequate for maintaining economic momentum, and the dinar's revaluation, while beneficial, is not a prerequisite for success. Iraq's inflation and financial policies, a case for stability. Militiaman returned with additional commentary regarding Iraq's internal economic indicators. He referenced a recent article that quoted government officials stating that Iraq is currently enjoying a period of financial health, with inflation consistently held below 4%. This is especially impressive considering global economic pressures. He attributed this success to sound monetary policies implemented by the CBI and praised their efforts in maintaining price stability. Militiaman argued that such a stable environment creates ideal conditions for monetary reform, including a potential currency revaluation. A low inflation rate signals strong financial governance and public confidence, two key prerequisites for international investment and currency restructuring. Mark Zid. Echoes of Kuwait's currency shift. Intel provider Marx drew a historical comparison between Iraq's current media narrative and the days leading up to Kuwait's surprise revaluation. He noted that similar patterns, government budgetary concerns followed by sudden financial stability, were observed in Kuwait just before their rate change. Marxi speculated that Iraq might be following a comparable path, especially considering the flow of articles discussing budget deficits, rising investment, and increased government spending. He suggested that these narratives may be intentionally designed to mirror previous success stories and prepare the public for a dramatic shift. Boots on the ground. Maxis reports. Market versus official rates. First-hand insights from a contact named Maxis, who is currently stationed in Iraq, revealed an interesting real-world discrepancy. According to Maxis, Iraqi citizens can purchase dinars at the market rate in local shops, yet banks are still enforcing the official CBI rate, which is significantly lower. This difference between official and street-level exchange rates discourages citizens from utilizing formal banking channels for currency exchange. Maxis argued that this gap contributes to market inefficiency and public frustration. A delay in revising the exchange rate could stall progress and worsen the disconnect between policy and economic reality. Economic opportunities and international investment. Another encouraging sign of upcoming reform is the recent surge in foreign investment into Iraq. Over the past 3 weeks, billions of dollars have poured into the country from international companies, raising speculation about an imminent economic shift. Observers believe it is unlikely that such large-scale investments would be made without private assurances or expectations of a more favorable business climate, potentially tied to a new exchange rate. Furthermore, reports indicate that Iraq is preparing to export $26 billion worth of oil to Turkey. Many analysts believe that this major economic move may be timed to coincide with or follow the implementation of a new rate. If accurate, this suggests that key stakeholders are positioning themselves for a post-revaluation Iraq. MNT GOAT, financial system integration with U.S. banks. According to Newshound and Intel analyst MNT Goat, a pivotal development has recently occurred in Iraq's financial infrastructure. A government article stated that the majority of Iraq's reserves are held in US dollars, and that the country is working to connect its banking system with American financial institutions. MNT Goat interpreted this as a significant milestone, signaling Iraq's re-entry into the global financial system. She emphasized that establishing these connections could serve as the final step before launching Iraq's new international currency platform. Moreover, she speculated that the long-standing currency auction system, originally intended as a temporary measure, may be phased out as soon as June. Firefly reports, Ali Alak is the central figure. Intel guru Frank 26 shared an update from a source on the ground in Iraq named Firefly, who provided additional details about central bank governor Ali Alak's central role. According to Firefly, Alak was reinstated specifically to lead Iraq through its monetary transition. Having previously worked with former CBI chief Dr. Sinan al-Shabibi, Alak is deeply familiar with the original reform blueprint. Firefly noted that Iraq's parliament has made several attempts to remove Alak, possibly due to political disagreements or fear of the economic